Welcome back to the Stoop, football fans. I'm Lolo, and now we're talking Crystal Palace over Man United 3-1. But before we get started, if you want to see more Premier League analysis and nonsense from your favorite boys in Brooklyn, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and click the little bell. It'll give you a reminder when our videos come out each and every match week. All right, let's get to it. Man United, they showed up and got on the pitch and were tight. What happened to the exciting Bruno Fernandes infused team that finished the season a couple months ago? But forget about them. I want to talk about the team that actually showed up and give some love to Crystal Palace. I talked a lot of smack about them last season, but you know what? They showed up for 2 matches, weren't expected to win either one, and now they're up. They're undefeated. They won both matches. And who's scoring goals? Willie Zaha. Willie Zaha, he's out for a new contract. He's looking to get the hell out of Crystal Palace. But who knows? He may get it. What do you guys think?
He's applied a different approach. Like last year, it was like Wilf Zaha was like kind of sulking a lot, and it seemed like this is how he was gonna get Palace to sell him. Now he's taking a different approach. He's been one of the best players on the pitch for the first 2 weeks. Now he's basically saying, someone come buy me. Everton, come buy me. He's been linked with Arsenal in the past. I don't know if that's
He's still linked with us right now.
He's played really well, and
he's tracking back. He's playing defense. He's in the middle of the pitch. He's putting crosses in the box. And, and then, he let Ayew take the penalty, and they missed, and he was like, excuse me.
This. I got this. This is mine.
And I didn't know you could change the penalty taker on something like that, but I guess that's, I guess we all learned something.
On a foul?
Yeah.
Because it was a foul?
I guess it was
I don't even know what's a foul anymore. I'm confused.
Yeah, well, let's
gotta
not get
keep
started
your line.
We're going to get enough Man United people talking about, well, you don't know what a foul is? That's not a foul. That's not a handball. That's not a penalty. That's not a wham, 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 wham. If you played better the rest of the match, you wouldn't be complaining about one maybe questionable call.
Yeah. And
I
think they took advantage of I think Man United made some big tactical errors, right? And some personnel errors in my mind. Their 2 best defensive players are former Palace right back, Aaron Wan-Bissaka, who's probably the best defensive right back in the league.
He didn't start.
He's playing in the FA Cup right now against Luton Town, so talk about priorities. And in the midfield, Nemanja Matic is their best defensive midfielder, right? Normally when they have those players in there, they can play a high line, and that allows them to be on the attacking end. You take those folks out, you still play a high line. Wilf Zaha is going to drag your ass out of position over and over again.
And who did they start?
Timothy Fosu-Mensah, who was actually on loan at Palace last year, and they didn't re-sign him.
And Lawler's favorite bus driver, Harry Maguire.
Show us how Maguire moves.
Show us the Maguire turn.
Oh, we can't do the Maguire turn, man. We have to get. This is Hardy Maguire turning. You may want to edit this.
Yeah.
A lot of kudos for Palace. Winning in Old Trafford now. I know it's not the same playing in an empty stadium, but playing United in Old Trafford and beating them, really beating them well.
Yeah.
With those attackers that they have, you talk about Zaha, and players always play better when they want their valuation to go up.
Well, and remember, Man United signed him, and they didn't really commit to him, right?
No, they didn't.
He didn't really get that many chances, and I think he relishes the ability to remind them of what they're missing.
Yeah.
Exactly. Now, that's not to say United have fantastic attacking players, but it's just, they didn't show up. They didn't have the opportunity to show up, I don't think. When you look at Palace, and Palace's 3 probably main attacking players in Ayew, Zaha, and Townsend, thought the 3 of them sort of ran things for Palace. That result took me by surprise, to be honest. I didn't think they'd get the win in Old Trafford against United.
Right. I just felt Palace played a much more inspired match.
Yeah.
They really wanted it. They wanted to win.
Yeah.
You know, where like United was like, this was a game that they would take. Oh yeah, Crystal won their first match, but we've got this. We're playing at home. We got this, and no, you didn't.
And you had an extra week off.
Yeah,
Like they didn't play the first week, so.
And it's still, I mean, they've got 2 wins early on. They've got a player that I really like. He hasn't featured too much. A guy that they signed from QPR, Eberici Esse, who's kind of like a number 10 player. He's subbed
At
in
Palace?
into the game. Yeah.
As Eze, right?
Eze, yeah.
How did you say essay?
Yo, essay.
Yo, essay.
Yeah, whatever. I
There-
mean,
I don't know if it's either
hey,
easy or essay, so that's a badass name either way.
Either way, he's
Orale.
he's kind of a hybrid number 10 winger. Can dribble. Has got some pace. He was really nice player at QPR. And they've never really had someone who can kind of come off the bench and provide like instant offense. Usually when someone's coming off the bench there, it's to solidify things defensively. So there's a, I think I actually picked to relegate them early on. And I'm regretting that pretty.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. Once again, match week 2, second game. It still is Crystal Palace, but the way they played, Ayew, Townsend, and Zaha could be a front three that we're talking about in February.
Yeah.
They need to hold on to Zaha, man. Whatever they do, they need to keep him for this year and start to look at things like Chris said, bring in some players from the championship, good players from the championship to bolster the team, because if they lose Zaha, they lose their,
Yeah.
that's it. That's it. They will go down.
All right. Who do Palace have next week?
West Brom? Is that what we said? No.
Everton. Everton. Jesus. Another team that's rocking. We're not doing any specials on them this week,
But
because
I guarantee
their
we
play
will.
did enough.
We will be soon.
We will soon be talking about Everton.
I think next week we may be talking about this match unless Palace doesn't show up. But if the Palace that played Man United shows up against Everton, that's a tough call. I mean, I think Everton wins the way they're playing.
I'm going to take a flyer on that one. I can't tell you who's going to win that. Cannot.
I don't know. So, you know what?
I'll take Everton.
2-1 somebody.
I'll take Everton.
I'm going to go 1-1 draw.
Ooh.
1-1 draw. I'm a Libra, it's Libra month coming up. 1-1 draw. John?
3-1 Everton, man. Everton are on fire. They just look organised. Ancelotti has them like drilled. I think Everton beat them fairly handy. 3-1, I would say.
I would say 2-1 Everton. I mean, that James Rodriguez goal was just so nice. Mm-hmm. I don't. Crystal Palace has got some decent center backs, but they're no match for Richarlison, Calvert-Lewin,
the creativity that
James Rodriguez. Forget
especially in the second half, where you may stop everything they throw at you the first half, but they have more creativity in the tank.
Yeah.
It's like
2-1 Everton.
All right, Man United versus Brighton Hove Albion. Another team we're gonna have to show some love to, because that kid Lamptey, he was impressive. I don't know if everybody got to watch the match or watch the highlights or anything, but
I have not seen Brighton.
I felt like the commentators were calling his name every few minutes.
Yeah, and Graham Potter's, he's a great coach. He went far in the Europa League when he was coaching in Sweden. Like, he's one of those guys that 2-3 years from now, watch out, he's at Spurs. He's a good coach. He brought in
by December. Maybe if Mourinho's out.
No.
I don't know. I think Man United bounce back. I'm going to give them the win here.
Almost have to.
I'm going to say 1-0. 1-0. Scum.
1-1.
2-0. I'll raise you one.
Man United.
Yes, Man United.
John?
United back to winning ways. I think it's probably a 4-1 victory to United.
Ooh.
Thank you guys for joining us for that video. Please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. It means a lot. And write stuff in the comments. We will get back to you. We don't have anything else to do but tell you why you're wrong. See you next week.